It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And on the topic of Dirk Nowitzki, so many great moments for him throughout his career and, of course, the title. Where is he, Shaq, in your mind, on the all-time power forward list?
Well, he's certainly the best European player to ever play the game, him and Petrovic. He's top 7 in career scoring of any player. I'm impressed that he started off like a non-superstar. First 3 years had trouble, and then he just emerged out of nowhere. Been to the finals, I think, 2 or 3 times.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Freaks checked in for Lee. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Wesley Matthews. On the floor for Dallas, Pachulia is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Parsons in at the 3.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Harris is checked in for the Mavericks. Thunder trailing by 10. Payne passes to Freak. He feeds it to McGarry. Pachulia with the steal. And there's Devin Harris on the assist by Barea. Harris has got his first points of the night.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know, I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Mavericks?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Nowitzki's checked in. And here's Barea. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Temple. No good on the 3. Thunder trailing by 7. They set the screen. Payne kicks to Adams. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Dishes to Payne. Kicks to Freak. Off target from three-point range. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barea with now guarded by Payne. Here's Temple. And Parsons gets it to go.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Barea. Here's Freak. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Mavericks lead by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Dirk Nowitzki. One's definitely not enough for Dirk. He's been to the mountaintop and he wants more. Another trip there would be terrific for him. He's been to the finals twice.
Yeah, and you heard him. It was like the whole city was having one big party all summer long because they were there. How could you not want to have that experience once again?
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. The tray. Rebounded by McGee.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc. Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
Thunder trailing by 11. There's the pick. Payne dishes to Freak. Now here's Payne, guarded close, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. McGarry with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. It's stolen by Barea. Pass to Nowitzki. He dishes it to Parsons. The pass to McGee. And that one is hammered home.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Freak sets a screen for Payne. Pass to Adams. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there. I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Payne passes to Freak. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The three. The shot is off. A dominating first half of basketball. And as we begin the second, Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And Freak subbed in for Courtney Lee. And then for Dallas, JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Temple comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Williams. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Freak. And it's Waiters in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And Parsons kicks to Temple. Nice D from Freak.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
Payne, he's checked in for the Thunder. Matthews against Waiters. Matthews into the lane. Here's Parsons. Good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Harris has checked in. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Payne kicks to Ibaka. Freak with it. Puts up a three. Barea pulls it in.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Puts it up from 12. Harris misses. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands, and it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
Here's Barea, and the layup falls. Barea's got his first bucket of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And he gets the bucket.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Mavericks leading by 22. Wesley Matthews on the wing. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Payne with it. Harris is there. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Adams. A different look for Oklahoma.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Williams. Devin Harris is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Matthews in for J.J. Barea. Here's Freak. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Nowitzki dishes to Parsons. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Parsons. 9 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
And he sinks the second. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Ibaka. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Outside Matthews. And McGee kicks to Matthews. It's Williams with the drive. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And it's Freak missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And so he hits both. Well, Thunder have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth.
And clearly, We will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost him, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Darren Williams. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And it's Freak missing.
He's not doing his team any good by taking shots.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Darren Williams. Just a monster first quarter of the And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best, yeah, we taking over, listen up, spread out with it, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia, from down in Miami where it's warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota where it's storm in the winter, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, holla at me, B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas, better ass Cali, Catman Cali with my eyes open valley, blowing that spinning, going down Vinny, drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switch it, red light stop, make it drop for the out. With it, anything you hear that I said, I meant it, can't got the crap.
On this week's episode of
2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Detroit Pistons. For Detroit, they come into this game following a loss to Golden State. That game was a shootout. Defense will be the key tonight for them to bounce back with a win. Detroit had some players leave over the summer and over last season as well. It's a young team. Looks like they're going to try and build around Andre Drummond. How do they go about that, Kenny?
Well, Drummond's not a big threat from the outside. So, you have to have a stretch four that could help him out a lot. Then he'd have room for interior. They drafted Stanley Johnson. The kid is going to be pretty special. And spacing around the perimeter is going to help. And that will make the
On the floor for the visiting Detroit Pistons.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Thunder are looking to grab one for the home fans here in Oklahoma City before heading back out on the road. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year. Last season, they split the series with each team able to win on the road.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Stan Van Gundy.
He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Caldwell Pope. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Caldwell Pope's got his first 2 points of the night. Outside Westbrook. He dishes it to Freak. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
They worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Here's call. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Kevin Durant, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
The first one falls, and the Thunder with some changes. McGarry's checked in for Ibaka, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Matt Barnes is checked in for the Pistons. The Thunder leading by 9. Payne kicks to Durant. Here's Freak. And not sure what he was thinking there. The Pistons have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Barnes dishes to Jennings. Inside. Here's Kaman. The rebound by McGarry.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Freak. Off target from 3-point range. Now for Detroit, their last game, a loss to the Warriors in Oakland.
And guys, a loss like that, that's one when you just got to put it behind you as quickly as possible.
That won't be easy, Greg. It's hard not to dwell on that type of performance.
Payne passes to Freak. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Outside Jennings. That's good from Kaman on the assist from Brandon Jennings.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football when you can pass.
What a shot!
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Thunder. They're up by 10. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. For the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for Ibaka. Lee comes in for Kevin Durant. And Freak subbed in for Waiters. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Chris Kaman is checked in for Aaron Baines. Morris comes in for Jarrell Arthur. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jennings in for Jody Meeks. On the court for the Pistons, Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Chris Kaman out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Caldwell-Pope in at the 3. He was all alone on that one.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
The Thunder leading by 12. Westbrook kicks to Freak. And here's Kanter. He has 7. Westbrook dishes to Freak. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Jennings passes to Jackson. That's good. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Freak sets a screen for Westbrook. They set the pick. 3-pointer. Shot is off. Great D that time from Jennings.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Westbrook kicks to Freak. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Kanter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Kaman.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that. Some outstanding numbers in this one for Enes Kanter. He's got 8 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Mitch McGary's checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to Morris. The 3-pointer, no good. The Thunder leading by 13. Pass to Payne. Now the feed to Freak. Drops in the tray. Freak's got 10 points. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Durant for 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we finish 1 half.
Kevin, what has allowed you to...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big mark. Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Freak comes in for Dion Waiters. And then for Detroit, Morris is checked in for Arthur. Barnes comes in for Johnson. And it's Jennings in for Jody Meeks. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Freak is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Ibaka dishes to Freak. And Adams kicks to Durant. 5 on the clock. And a foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
A bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And a switcher also for Detroit. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Freak sets a screen for Durant. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Outside Jennings to the inside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
And that one's good. McGarry.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Morris a screen over in the corner. Caldwell Pope. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Oklahoma City leading by 7. 52 seconds left in the 3rd. Payne passes to Freak. They set the screen. Durant dishes to Freak. Shoots a 3. No good. And it's Detroit the other way. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. For Detroit, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And the first one drops.
Checking out the game, Kentavious Caldwell Pope is happy. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And Durant, here we go. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Durant's got 8.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside Jennings. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go with a 3. Offline. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Checked in for Waiters. And then for Detroit, Barnes, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Caldwell Pope comes in for Jarrell Arthur. And it's Jennings in for Jody Meeks. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Caldwell help out there with Johnson. And it's Barnes in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Barnes. Arthur comes in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Jody Meeks in for Reggie Jackson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
Coach Meeks outside, and it's Freak with the rebound.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Tries a 3, and he gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 11. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Jennings with the ball. There's the dish to Meeks. Here's Arthur. It's on target from the high post. Arthur's got 4 points this quarter.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Oklahoma City leading by 9.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Thunder.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Cantor. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Freak. And Baines pulls it down.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up.
Well, guys, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, obviously the fans were loving this win here tonight. What was your mindset coming into this particular matchup?
Well, just trying to come out and
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Enes Kanter.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.